which is not in our boundary, but it's, you know, real close, to see if there's somebody down there, the family that needs something can help. With, or maybe even at the school itself, maybe sometimes teachers don't have enough paper and stuff in the school.
Right, and the teachers.
And the teachers, well, we could check with Douglas Elementary School and say,
See what they need.
what they need and how can we help.
Yeah.
Those are things that are meaningful.
Right.
Where, you know, because they're saying, you know, when you listen to, what's her name's daughter, when she does that presentation, you know, with from the school.
Yeah.
And they want help. They want,
Yeah.
you know, the neighborhoods to be involved, you know, with the school.
Yeah.
And it sends a message to the teachers too.
Yeah.
Right, that's a good idea too. And there's another idea. I went to see Mr. Leon Brady today. And y'all know what he's doing. He's trying to get scholarships for kids that their parents can't afford music lessons. He's also selling the videos of the Paris trip that they took back in the day, in the 70s. Yeah, to get scholarships. Now, he's not making money off of this at all. It's just for the kids. And that's another idea.
Well, I will do my best to see if we can't get some information that would be, like in our, trying to get something that would be within Strawberry Hill or close proximity, where it will make us know that we have done something, you know, like it's our group. So I'll contact that.
Jay said he would come back to lock it about 7 o'clock, so just let yourself out and it'll close behind you.
All right, thank you.
Reverend Lamb will have that information. So he's the one that had her there.
Yeah. Okay. Ms. Coleman?
On one of the morning shows on TV, about 2 or 3 years ago, they showed a student right here in the Kansas City area who was homeless, and
Yeah.
you saw that, and I guess it's something about now is different. You couldn't tell, you know, just to see him, and it was one of the schools, they even named the school and all.
It's like,
And they showed him and he looked good. So I guess you will have to check it out, because just to look at people, you would think that all of that is happening. So I guess, as you said, you have to kind of research and find out who needs it. Because you can't go by looking at them. They look nice.
Okay, do we have any more suggestions?
So make sure we got this. Carol's gonna check with the lady who made the presentation about USG 500. If that doesn't work, I'll go down to Douglas Elementary School, or somebody wanna volunteer to go with me. Go down and talk to them. So are those the two things we'll work at? And if neither one of those work out, y'all just give the money to me.
You going back to school? Look, sir. Livable neighborhoods, they probably would know some worthwhile project for, you know, that needs a donation.
they probably would. However, I'm still saying we're gonna really work hard trying to find in our own area here. Because that's where we wanna make the differences, like what can we do in our own area? Because livable neighborhoods, they'll always have, you know, from throughout the city.
Well, just in
Right.
case we can't get that done, we
Right.
got an
Well,
alternative. That's all I'm about, is an
yeah.
alternative. We can't, plan A, B, and C.
Yeah, well.
That's what I'm about, not just plan A.
Not what you're about, it's what we're all about.
Well, okay.
What we're all about.
A, B, and C. Should've left his handcuffs for you. Okay,
We got this another thought, another alternative. I wonder, are there really that needs at this facility here?
Yes.
at the blind school.
Yeah.
Probably is.
You just hit it on the head.
Maybe that's something that they
Maybe,
need.
but that should be our priority, the
Yeah.
blind school first.
Yeah, but
Okay, there you go.
the fundraiser, I don't think went as well as they expected. Maybe that's the first alternative.
Yeah.
Good, good, I think so too, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, keep thinking about it, don't stop at one place, yeah, that's what we, get our solutions. Right in the neighborhood, just like you said.
In the neighborhood.
And maybe,
Isn't that something
maybe
now
the
you can
teachers,
look
maybe
at
they may have
something
something
right in
that,
front of your face?
school, have problem.
I can relate to
And they
that,
can
it'll be
afford it.
something, you be looking on, like, well, maybe that, and like, well, what about where you standing, Carol, you know, so you just start right where you standing.
What did he say out there about, they got something when, next month or something?
Oh, the next,
It's in,
February.
February.
In February?
He said he'll be back next month to bring us some information.
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's also gonna email me the information.
He said he's gonna have some to pass out at the next meeting.
Okay. Okay, that's cool.
Well, that's,
I think we got that settled.
We're gonna contact John Martin, who's gonna talk to him.
I've been communicating with him by email, so I can,
We can talk to him in person, not
well, he's a busy guy. That's why he's not, you know, at a meeting today, because I saw him last week at the post office. He said he would be here, and I'm glad he was here, because otherwise he wouldn't be able to get in the building.
But maybe I can go with you, maybe we can go together and visit it. Okay.
Sure. Okay, we have any expenses? Committee reports?
Well, I don't know if it's a committee report, but, the Friday that they had the All-Star Walk, I think, just three of us was there. And so we called all the members and, see if we could donate $100 here. And so I don't know what that, so that was done in the name of Struggles Hill to the blind school. Because that was our annual fundraiser, and the turnout wasn't really what they thought it was going to be.
Well, you mean the one that had a couple weeks ago?
Right. Yeah, we gave, yeah, y'all were there and I was there, so just three of us there. But that's the annual fundraiser. Okay. But we did give $100.
Right, we did give $100. Last Wednesday, they had, Strugglers Hill, Douglas Summer, and Turtle Hill got together and did what's called a walkathon or count. We walked through all three of those neighborhoods, checked the curbs, the streets, and the sidewalks, and turned in a report. And that report will go to the city to let them know the areas that they need to work in when they start doing their construction and stuff.
Did anybody look at 1200, the 1100 block on Everett?
Yes.
Where the water's running down in the man's yard?
Well, it was mainly curbs, sidewalks.
What's the curb I'm talking
streets.
about?
We looked at all three of those neighborhood associations area. It was, maybe 50 or so people there.
Well, I remember specifically, who from my neighborhood was there?
I was.
Well, maybe
I was the only one.
yeah, well, nobody knew about it. But specifically, the guy in 11 block on Everett, did they specifically look at that block? And maybe something like this would know, if we would know something about it, you have to call people, we could make suggestions, and maybe more people need to be involved, Clifford.
Well, they had a bunch of youth that was doing the walking and stuff. And it was a spur of the moment thing for me. They called me one day and then they had it the next day. And I barely made it there myself. So,
The report is already going in.
I think so.
And, you know, 1100 block on Everett, at one time there were 7 vacant houses in that block. And all those houses now occupied, except when, even 1121, they've taken something off the door there. So I don't know if anybody's moving in. But the guy that's doing that duplex, when it rains, the curbs are, are not there. And the water is, he's got some bricks up there now. We talked to someone from the city, but that's something that really needs to be taken care of. And I wish it had gotten in on that report.
Well,
Is
the
there any
report
way to
just-
amend it?
They just, set it in last week. I don't know whether the report is finished or not.
Well, my question again is, did they specifically look at that?
They looked at all the areas, Strugglers Hill, Douglas Summer, and Turtle Hill. All the streets. People were assigned, they had different groups to go different ways. Now, I don't know whether they specifically looked at that or not, but I know that they had these groups assigned to specific streets.
Cause that's the one we got.
You can leave it wasn't there.
You know, when they call us up fixing levels, that time, and
That's
they
what they
fix it,
call
they
these
mess it up.
things at the last minute, people can't participate.
Same thing down.
It was already bad, cause when they got through with
And he told them, he tried to explain.
The mayor came down there, he was down there,
Oh,
the mayor,
Lord.
Who?
the mayor.
Oh, Lord.
Well, y'all put him in.
He wanted to make sure, and he asked,
That's a
he
different.
told me that he'd like to come to our group and speak.
For what? What's he gonna, that's what I
Well,
wanna
I didn't ask him what he was talking about, you know what I'm saying? I had to give him the third degree.
know.
If he came, we'd give him the third degree, as far as that
That's your
goes.
classmate.
But he said he's willing to come and talk to our
We
group.
gotta have a talk.
Okay, I'd like to, mention also for the record, the recycling is going to change right after, I think they're trying to roll it out right after the first of the year. The trash pickup days are going to change. And that information will be coming to all the residents in Wyandotte County. Whereas, like on our street, they pick up on Tuesday, it's gonna be changed to Wednesdays. What they have done, they did this presentation at the Liverpool neighborhood meeting. They're doing it in regions, instead of like being kind of scattered out throughout the city, just say like, this particular region, they'll pick all that up one day, and then another region, there'll be another day. They're trying to be a little more, effective, I guess, and efficient, because they've had a lot of complaints, about the pickup. So, Kurt Kurt was supposed to be giving a presentation at the Leavenworth, neighborhood, Leavenworth
Road Association.
Road Association.
Yeah,
But they canceled it because, we were gonna have storms coming through, and he was supposed to have done that this week. So if we want to have him come, that's fine, but I'm just, heads up, they're gonna change our date. And information is forthcoming from the UG, of when our schedule will be, so. Let's see. And he said, he knows, and there, a lot of people were saying, asking him questions about the recycling, because, as people move in and move out, a lot of people don't have those green containers, and he was saying that they are still available, because we had heard that they didn't have them any longer. But they are available, at that waste where you can take your,
On 88th Street?
yeah. Cause we have a lot of neighbors that they don't have the containers, but but they're putting their things out, putting it just in a trash bag.
It's a flyer, if you have this flyer, it says electronics recycling, again, from October the 27th. It's located at 4601 State Avenue, in the parking lot. That's the former Indian Spring Shopping Mall. And you enter the parking lot off of 47th Street, and you bring your electronic stuff, computers, printers, monitors, scanners, peripherals, phones, OTVs, DVDs, fax machines, copiers, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's on the 27th of October.
Carol, in the presentation on the green containers for recycling, does a person have to, what does they have to do to get one? Did they say like, my neighbor next door, she doesn't have one, at least I haven't seen one, she just bought a house. Do they have to have any proof that they live at a?
I don't think so, he didn't say that, he said you just go pick them up.
Where did you
Maybe
go?
we could, I tell you what I can do, I will call Kurt and ask him
Okay.
what the process is, to get a container. But I'm sure he was just saying, cause there were quite a few people at the meeting that, they didn't know that they still had them available, and I was surprised, because they had said there were no more, containers, so. I'll write that down. Call Kurt Sousa, okay. And some people have never, they're not even aware, they're not even aware of any recycling, because when that program first came out, a lot of people were aware, but like I said, as people have moved out and new people come in, they probably see those like, what are they doing with those, so.
You have to have that recycling container that, before they, and put your stuff in there. It's a green
Yeah,
thing, yeah, and the new people coming in don't have that.
right,
So that's what you're saying.
that's what I
yeah.
just said.
That's what she said.
Yeah, but, well, it's all right, I have to understand my own self.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
And what they were doing, one lady said, well, we put our recycling, she said, we put our recycling out not every month, because we don't have that much every month. And so her neighbors were complaining and saying, they're not